Oregon Mesa was founded in 1985 on the belief that access to a STEM education and exposure to successful role models can irrevocably change the course of a student's life. Born out of the civil rights movement and founded by leaders of color in Portland, Oregon Mesa is an organization that is committed to advancing equity. Mesa works to ensure this by removing barriers, increasing access, and deconstructing systems of oppression. To achieve diversity in STEM career fields, we must first acknowledge the contributions of the cultural traditions of BIPOC communities to STEM innovation. BIPOC communities founded STEM innovations for centuries, although this history has been ignored and exploited. We must decolonize and de-weaponize STEM against the very communities who founded it.
We recognize the contributions of BIPOC communities frequently and first by crediting students for their creativity and for their ownership of their work and intellectual property. Referring to the lived experience of students, their families, our communities, as they bring a natural talent, wealth of knowledge, and rich background that cannot be replicated by others, including those with more technical experience. Amplifying the voices and issues of our community by utilizing the privileges and platforms that we have access to.
We nurture instead of restrict pathways in STEM by not gatekeeping what is or is not STEM. We support arts being part of STEM/STEAM. We support computer science. We support design. And most importantly, we support the indigenous and cultural ways that folks have been advancing science knowledge and technology innovation for generations. Challenging grit or weed out culture, which directly restricts access. Working to create more equitable competition and assessments that supports learning and confidence growth. Advocating for greater access to STEM education and STEM teaching for all students through our advocacy priorities. Increasing access through automatic enrollment of students into competitions and events with an opportunity to opt out instead of an opt-in, changing our application form to an enrollment form, and promoting opportunities for students to enroll in college, such as PSU's Instant Viking program.
We will not shy away from the hard conversations that unearth how science and technology have been weaponized against BIPOC communities. We will work to stop the perpetuation of these practices by having open and honest conversations through Mesa Talks and listening to the lived experience of folks in our communities. We must name and call out toxic dominant cultures that exist throughout STEM fields. Focusing on equitable and inclusive decision-making processes for our programs.
We will create supportive environments in the classroom and in our organization that celebrate and center historically underrepresented folks in STEM, especially those who are Black, Indigenous, people of color, and women, by continuing to demonstrate our commitment to diversity through transparent and equitable recruitment, hiring, and retention practices of staff, volunteers, teachers, and students. Prioritizing the creation of meaningful, equitable relationships that are not transactional. Using a human-centered design approach in teaching and in our program design.
We recognize that change is not instantaneous and deserves time and care. This is not a linear task and will require revisiting and revising our own systems and programs. We are dedicated to the long process of reviewing, listening, and implementing changes continuously to better serve our community.